I want to talk about society a little bit. Everyone says nowadays that everyone's too lazy, no one wants to work hard. But from what I see is everyone wants to work hard, there's just no jobs that are worth holding down. I've had many jobs. The jobs I actually liked were the ones that treated me with respect and dignity. And the ones I hated were the ones where they just treated you as if you're just trying to hit metrics. I hated those jobs. They're treating you like a statistic instead of a person after a few months, after your personality wears off. The funny thing is you use your personality to get the job, and then once they become used to you, right, then they start treating you like metrics, and you need to be hitting all these metrics and things. And then they start getting irritated. They start, the mask comes off. So I don't really like those jobs, and who would? But now you could also say, throughout history, it hasn't been all that great. It's been pretty hard, actually. The Great Depression was really hard. It was far more challenging than anything we've had today. If you go back and read some of those stories, I mean, they really didn't have anything to even buy at the store. So in some sense, we have it really good, and we don't realize it. Yet at the same time, those jobs that I'm talking about, the modern jobs, they do not have long-term growth output with the prices nowadays. The inflation is so crazy nowadays. The inflation is so crazy nowadays. It just feels like no matter how many $16 an hour that I make, no matter how many $20 an hour that I make, I'm not going to be able to buy groceries. I'm not going to be able to go out and have a good time on a Friday. I'm not going to be able to have a life. I'm going to be having to work a second job. And even from there, the rent has gone up. The prices of houses have gone up exponentially. I would say about 5 to 9 times over the past 6 years alone. Over the past 6 years alone, they've gone up 5 to 9 times. So they're introducing the 50-year mortgage. They're basically saying you're never gonna own your house, so get used to it, pal. Like, I can't fully understand why the prices are so high. I think it's partly due to obviously more buyers and more renters driving prices up. If there's more people that need housing, it drives prices up. And I don't know if that lumber thing is still a thing, where it's expensive to get lumber, but they're building a bunch of cheap housing and it's still not catching up. In fact, it's going up even worse. So I guess what I'm trying to say is having a normal job doesn't seem to be cutting it. And from the looks of things, it never will. Yet at the same time, we're told, just get a job, bro. Just get a job, bro. As if that's the fix. Yeah, I don't think working at Starbucks is gonna get me ownership in land so I can become an owner or a farmer or something. It's not gonna place me in that position ever. You need to be doing things that are essentially the equivalent of 10 workers. 20. That's the only way to get yourself jiggered in that position. So, I don't know, from what I see, I mean, the math isn't adding up, okay? And that's pretty demoralizing. And solutions, I honestly, I don't have any solutions right now. The only solution that I can think of is America is a land of opportunity, I suppose, still yet. If you come up with an idea, you can still win. But let me tell you, most people aren't cut out for coming up with a huge idea like that. The invention process is solid, and you get to keep the rights, unlike other countries where it belongs to the state. But coming up with something completely original or something way better than what already exists is almost impossible. It really is for the majority of people. It's not almost impossible totally, but it's almost impossible for the majority of people. A lot of people cannot do that. They don't have the aptitude to do that. So then what's the answer? Well, just let them work. It's like, okay, man, yeah, I see where this is going. You're basically saying this is the land of opportunity, but you're shit out of luck.